So we have Stephan and Yepmo,
Yes.
Running back, and then Anthony Dablé, obviously returner who another return for a touchdown today, and head coach Esume. So coach, if you could say a few words first.
Okay, well, it was the game that we wanted to play, that we needed to play. We talked about during the 2 days that we had that we didn't need to practice physically, but more on the mental part of the game. Because the last time we played, we had 250 yards of penalty, and now I saw that we have what? 50-yard penalties. So we took off 200 yards penalties. We ran the ball very well. I think our strength is throwing the ball, not necessarily running it, because we're a small team, but we got great running backs and a great offensive line coach, and the weather, I mean, it was coming down like crazy, so we had no choice but to run the ball. And then, like I said, we got a great O-line coach, great offensive line, and these backs are tough runners. So, and then special teams wise, we pride ourselves in attempting to be the best when it comes to special teams, and I think we took a huge step into that direction today again.
Talk about those special teams too. I mean, in both of these games, that has really set up your offense. How important is it in your scheme, and how nice was it to see them have another great game?
Well, it's very important. I was a special teams coordinator in NFL Europe, and was an assistant with the Browns in special teams. So special teams is one of my strengths, I would say. Maybe a halfway decent offense coordinator, but special teams, I pride myself in being a good special teams coach. And I told the guys heading into this tournament that in order for us to hang in with the USA, Mexico, Japan, and what did I forget? Japan, Mexico, and the USA.
Yeah.
Hang in with the three big ones. We have to be exceptional on special teams because they're bigger than us. We got the speed, but they outsize us, so we have to get the advantage on special teams. And the kids bought in, and here's the result.
For you, the starts you guys have had. I mean, 21-0 after the first quarter in the first game. This one I think was it 24-3 at the end of one, something like that. How important is that, and how much does that relax you guys, you know, in a back and forth game?
I don't speak very well English, so
okay.
Okay.
The start of these two games have been fantastic for you guys.
Yep.
How important is that for you, and how much does it relax the team to get off to a good start?
I think we have to do a better job than the last game with the penalties and everything. So, and for me, for the last game, I have 3 fumbles. So we got the same weather. So I try to work on myself, to keep the ball high and tight, and just get another level for the team.
And Anthony, how important is it to get off to a start like that? It's 2 games in a row.
Yeah, I mean, like starting like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does relax. Like, but we put the foot on the pedal and we keep like driving. We want to like let them know and send a message to every team that we here to play football, and it really relaxes us because then we can like keep doing what we want to do, and yeah, be a great offense.
Coach, often in 53-3 wins, you can forget about the defense only giving up 3 points. What was the key for your defense to be so successful today?
Well, I think, again, I said it last time, I think the coaching staff is doing a great job. And then obviously the players buying in, and then it always starts with stopping the run. Now we had some screw-ups and allowed some long runs, but it always starts with stopping the run, and that's what we do. We allowed 9 yards. And today we allowed what, something like 78
yards.
78 yards. So in 2 games we didn't even allow 100-yard rushing. So that's key, because now you dictate to the offense what they can do, and they have to throw the ball. And now we got some very experienced safeties back there, and we got some little guys. They're tiny, but they can run and cover. So. That's the plan on defense. Stop the run, make the offense one-dimensional, and then you know, play into our favor.
Coach, how is Paul Duran doing? He took a big hit and came out of the game. It seemed the score was a little bit of a factor.
Oh no, he is perfectly fine. He's a tough guy, even though he's so thin. He's a tough guy. He hit his head going down to the ground, and he got bounced up and said he was okay. But I thought it was important to get Perez, Madison, some playing time too, because after the camps they were really close. So we got the benefit of having two quarterbacks that we can play. So I took him off, put Perez in, and went well.
So in the second quarter, they put together a pretty good drive and had that field goal, and then the kickoff to Anthony, and it really changed the tempo for the rest of the game, it seemed like, and you guys seem to get really fired up. You know, is that Team France? Is that the team that's come here, that team that's fired up?
That's what you get from Team France. Okay, as you know me, I believe in playing this game with a lot of emotions. It's an emotional game, it's a physical game, and it's a man's game. So that's what I tell them. That's what I keep harping on. That if we wanna be who we want to be, if we want to get there, we need to play with great emotion. And now the team is starting to buy into that, and I think it showed today. The weather was bad. Nobody in the stands. We were up at halftime. Other teams go to the locker room and relax, and we had guys fired up in the locker room, and they just enjoy what we do overall. I think it's, again, I can't do it alone. It's the coaching staff helping me out, along with the support staff doing a great job, allowing these guys to relax and have a good time while they're really working hard. And they bought into it. So we're trying to have a good time here and play this game with a lot of emotions. That's what we want the world to see. This is how Team France played. Tough with a lot of emotions.
Question for you. What made you so effective running the ball today? Was it the offensive line?
Yeah, the offensive line do a great job today. They go in front, and I just try to read them and keep the offensive line to another level.
I got one for a story I'm doing about global football, and to either of the players, why football? What draws you to this sport when there's so many you could play that are better funded, that have a lot of popular support in your country, but why football?
I mean, in France, in Europe, you can watch like every sports, but nothing like bring me so much emotion like football. So, and I learned like the existence of football playing the game, because we had played all our games on Nintendo 64, and we went to a store, we sold everything, and my cousin Giordano, he was like, hey, you gotta get that game, and I was NFL quarterback 98 or something like that, with Brett Favre on the cover, and my brother and me were like, hey, if that game is not good, we're gonna punch you in the face. And after that, I came back home, and we didn't really know about like the rules or everything, but like you just understand like when that's a long play, a long run, a kickoff return, and then you get like to know everything. And then I watched my first Super Bowl. That was Super Bowl 40. I was the Seahawks against Pittsburgh, and yeah, I really liked the game. That was the first game I watched, and after that I was talking with a friend of mine on MSN, so it was back then, and he had in Avatar a pic of Deuce McAllister, running back from the Saints, and I was like, oh, that's Deuce McAllister. Oh, you know football? Because I'm playing football in Grenoble, so I was lucky that in my city they had football, and that's how I started. And yeah, because like playing video games brought me emotion. Watching the game brought me emotion, like, because we had the hour difference, like, and I had to go to school after that, and I was up like till like 5 in the morning, and then I had to go to school at 8. But still, like, we stay up and we watch the game because that's the thing we love. So that's why we choose that sport.
That wraps it up pretty good.
Thank you.
Do we have any more questions, or?
After that, man, so that was